And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Once again, it's Swift. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Looking to throw McCarthy. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On play action, now McCarthy. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The Raiders at 3-7 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week. Tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Broncos, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On play action, McCarthy. He'll buy some time right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try it now with Swift. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now Hall to start the drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll go again with Hall. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You look at this Raiders defense. Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Carr now to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 46, here's second and a couple. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Carr. And this one is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
No, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Carr to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. To throw is Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now they send a man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run with Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and 17.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Waddle, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Carr going to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get three before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Carr. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Young Way 2 is set to kick off.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Straight ahead is Hall. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr. Open man is Tucker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Carr to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Trey Tucker, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
It's the score, Broncos 17, Raiders nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. A short throw to Ingram. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr now to throw.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Carr.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Carr to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid
from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Broncos 24, Raiders 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On play action, McCarthy.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Now McCarthy. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And now they'll shift things around.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
They motion the running back out left. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Carr.
This taken in by Kincaid. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Carr going to look to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Carr going to throw. He's going to air one out.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Carr going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Carr going to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points. That